All power to the people. This is Black Superman, y'all. Black superhero. I know usually I don't be on these cameras that much, but that don't mean I ain't been nowhere. This video was pretty much to address certain things I've been seeing out there that's pretty counter-revolutionary. In particular, you got certain brothers out here. And I'm gonna say, brother Polight, because this name been ringing, and it's not just him; it's a few of them out here. But since his name been ringing the hardest lately, I might as well start with him. And I haven't seen all his videos, but I've seen enough to pretty much address what I'm about to address. And in particular, he seems to be calling out a lot of brothers out here who didn't put in the work in terms of letting us know the history and knowledge itself, blase, and et cetera. A few brothers you probably know. I ain't even got to say no names on that. But I basically want to just start dissecting this dude's logic, brother Polight, because and I'm telling you, brother Polight, you very wrong. First, dude, you don't address. There's no political validity in nothing you say. So your political education is not up to par. It appears you have a little knowledge yourself, but that's as far as you're going to go with it. It seems that you're still a capitalist as well, but I really want to get into some things I heard you say as far as I'm going to start with this whole the white man is not the devil. First off, you getting caught up in the whole wordplay. Whether you want to call him the devil, the beast, you know what I mean? And this is what the King Noble was trying to tell you. You know what I mean? This distinct person or group of people have been doing all the mass slaughtering for the last couple thousands of years. So whether you want to call them the devil, that's the dominant negative force on earth. So you want to wordplay, you know what I mean? I really don't understand where you're coming from. You real agent provocateurish when you sound like that. And then on the video with you and Sarnetta, you want to say, when I say that, watch how many black people get mad. Watch the devil come out of them. Like, what do you mean? That ain't the devil coming out of them. They just recognize how stupid you sound. Because even uneducated black or African people know who their enemy is. They may not know the details and on how they getting pimped, but nevertheless, they know where to point the finger at. You know what I mean? So I'm really questioning your motive and your rationale for doing that in the first place. And as far as you sitting between two queens, that don't mean a damn thing to me and people that's really out here trying to ride for our people. You know what I mean? It seems like you're getting caught up into that you ain't even the smartest slave syndrome, because like I said, you may got a little knowledge yourself, but from hearing you really not really saying nothing. It's a whole bunch of bark. And then as far as yeah, I understand the need for us, because that's one of the things to becoming independent, you know what I mean, and nationhood is, of course, we need to eventually own our own stuff and grow our own food and all that. Yeah, that's part of the process of detaching from this government. But however, for you to sit here and act like your ass don't pay no taxes and you own a house and you teaching your kids school, like I said, you can do all that. But if you ain't personally lifting a finger and you ain't out here educating your people, you know what I mean, it means nothing. And like I said, man, capitalism, no, I'm gonna put it like this. We cannot buy our way out of this. We cannot pray our way out of this. So even if every man, woman, and child had $1 million, and I know how rejoiceful that sounds, it still doesn't change our condition. We still gonna be locked up in these pens. They still gonna be shooting us down. They still gonna be putting drugs. It's not gonna settle nothing. Hell, in the first year, that $1 million gonna be right back in their hands any damn way. So I'm telling you, man, when you speak, especially when you challenging brothers who the truth, you really out of line. You know what I mean? And I don't blame other brothers for not even addressing you. You know what I mean? That's why yeah, let me get my rank, you know what I'm saying, scraping you to the floor or whatever. But it ain't even all about that, because it's really about educating people. But when you got people, and I made a video on this before, saying how sometimes black on black debates may seem counter to the solution, but sometimes it's necessary, especially when one brother or group seems to be an Uncle Tom outfit. And that's what I'm gathering from you. You know what I mean? And I'm going to keep it PI. I listened to a few of what you saying, and, you touch a little bit on how we need to love ourselves. And, yeah, you got your kids in school training, but, man, it seem like you ignoring what's going on. Most of our people ain't even in a position to put their kids in home training. You know what I mean? And that's why you ignoring the whole capitalist paradigm element, you know what I mean, within our struggle. It ain't just a issue of knowing where you come from. Yeah, we know we African and all that, but like I said, if you don't lift a finger, you just gonna be the smartest slave on the slave shack. So it looked like you just a whole bunch of hot air. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, and you damn near no different than these rappers bragging. Like, yeah, I got 2, 3 wives. I got my kids in homeschooling. I own my own house, which you do pay taxes, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say. Because every time you go in the store and buy something, you know, so don't sit here and act like you just totally independent of this country, because you can't be independent of this country without no Revolutionary War. Even the clothes you had on, nigga, when you was talking, was made from European or some manufacturers. You didn't manufacture them clothes you had. So I ain't trying to hear that. So I really don't understand where you coming from, dude. You really... And I know you said that, yeah, a lot of brothers going to say I'm an agent or whatever. Yeah, you know they going to say that because you probably is one. And if you ain't paying taxes, then I'm going to question that. Maybe you are agent. Maybe you do got some special clearances that we all don't got. You look like so, you know, if it look like, yeah, if it look like one duck and quack like it, man, you real, I'm just, you know, your game leaking, man. And if you confused in the honest way, then you need to start doing more listening and less talking, blood, and just putting all these bullshit ass videos on YouTube, you know what I mean? And like I seen you on the side net of the little $50 bet. I'm just don't understand that. You won $50 because you anticipated the reaction of your people? Yeah. You know, your people gonna get on your ass if you wear a wire. Yeah. I'm gonna chop your fucking head off if I know you's an agent provocateur. I mean, that's, you know, ABCs 1, 2, 3. So it's just like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know who created you. You know what I mean? It appears that you have some type of Moorish background. You know what I mean? But even then, you ain't even sounding like no so-called guerrilla Moor. Even though we done already in all the facts have been established that, you know, the Moorish legacy so-called played a vital part in the enslavement of our people. We know y'all gave a lot of the Europeans the game. You know what I mean? But at the same token, you sold the rest of us out. But even by that rationale, you're not really saying you got no solutions. I suggest that you study the Black Panther Party, man, because, and that's anybody listening to this video, and I said this before, because, like I said, you can have knowledge itself and all that old stuff, but that don't mean nothing. You can be the smartest slave in the plantation and don't lift a finger. You know what I mean? And I mentioned earlier, but in your case, I don't even think it's that, because you dang even not the smartest slave. It seems like you've been sent in to mislead our people and to turn this whole revolutionary energy into something more, you know, that'll fit into the system of capitalism and white supremacy. So that's why you want to teach motherfuckers home ownership when everybody know, the rich know, the middle class is fucking toast. So why are you trying to encourage our people to become the middle class when it's already evident the middle class is basically, it ain't even no middle class no more, it's a working class. And that's what I'm talking about, your lack of political understanding. Or maybe you do know and you just misleading. And like I said, it ain't even just you, it's anybody that even feel the way you feel. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna end this video right here. This is just a little intro, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I usually don't get on and just be going after brothers, but like I said, if I see something kind of revolutionary, then you need to be checked, and you need to be checked. And I'm gonna, you know, for real though, you know what I mean? And yeah, brother Polight, I don't know, you know what I mean? And I don't know even the origin of your word, Polight, Polight. You know, it could have some comedic significance, you know what I mean? But you know, like the Panthers prove, I don't give a fuck. You can speak Swahili, wear a daishiki. You and your sisters got afros and natural hair. If you motherfuckers ain't lifting a finger to do away with the oppressor, you're just as bad as the oppressor. That's cultural nationalism. Although we do need to know and readopt our lost knowledge from Africa. I'm not saying that by no means, but that shit that you trying to put out here, bruh, we ain't having it. So I'm going to leave it like that. Like I said, and, you know, I know COINTELPRO was loving this shit because they probably watch this shit and think this black on black. But no, in essence, you basically one of them white devils that you defended. When it all boiled down to it, you know. So I advise you to do a little bit more research, man, before you get on YouTube trying to challenge folks. Peace.